What's up, guys? Today we're playing Epic 7. We're currently in the preseason of Arena, and the new season's going to start on Monday. Now, what that means for us is we must spend all of our crests to make sure that those don't convert into Conquest Points. So we're going to go in, we're going to buy our frame, all the Arena gear, and all the goodies that come in the Conquest Point shop. Now, what that means also is we're going to roll it. We're going to see how well this Arena gear rolls at level 88 with the increase in probability that they just released earlier this summer, and we're hoping for amazing rolls. That way we can put that on some heroes for the next Guild War and also the Arena season. Thank you guys so much for spending time with me today. Let's hope for some amazing rolls, and let's get into the Conquest Point shop and buy out all this gear. We're in the Conquest Point shop, and we're about to make it rain with endurance crests, right? That's what they call these, endurance crests. We're going to spend them. They're going to be worthless pretty soon anyway, so it's going to be great. Now, what I always do is I make sure to buy the unknown slate first. This is going to be basically a 5-star imprint for any hero starting at 5 stars, including your collaboration heroes and also your limited heroes. So make sure that you're buying this. I would say probably even more than the gear, honestly. Next up, every week you can buy a Molagora. I've got a ton. You know what I'm going to do? I'm really thinking about it. I'm just going to start plus 15ing all my guys. Who cares? I got 500. It should be pretty simple. I always buy the energy every single day. I'm not going to buy it yet because if I do, then it's going to reset this timer, and I want the timer to continue to tick. So what I typically do is I work down all of the energy, and then I buy from not only the Conquest Point shop, but also the Friendship shop. This is going to give you an amazing benefit to do hunts or whatever you want to do every single day. You need to be buying them. But specifically what we're here for is we're here for the level 88 gear. Now I know what you're thinking. You don't really use attack-based heroes with attack set. Typically they're on speed, or they're going to be on lifesteal, or they're going to be on counter set. But if you look at this piece of gear, it's really amazing, right? It has really great starting subs. They're not quite maxed out. They're not quite, 100% max rolls, but they're still really great. 5 speed is the highest speed you can get. 5 crit is the highest crit you can get. You can get a +9 into attack, HP, defense, effectiveness, and these are a 7, which is still really good. Let's buy these out, and then we're going to go ahead and go into, enhancing them. We're going to go into seeing how the gear rolls and what the gear score is at the end of it, and maybe even if we can use it in some way. Almost. Hey, this is good. So we were able to buy everything and the frame. Here we go. This is what we really want to do. We want to look at the gear and how it rolls and what kind of substats we can possibly get. This is the second video in this series where we're looking at in-depth gear and how to build heroes. If you missed that first video, feel free to check that out. That's where we're really going over our system and exactly what kind of parameters we're looking for as we're building these. Now, to give you a quick refresher, we want to have 3 substats that matter for the type of hero we're building. This is an attack set, so this is going to be an attack-based hero, probably on the medium to slow side. You're really not going to build an attack set hero with speed too far above 200. You might get up to like maybe 220 tops, but typically this is going to be a medium speed hero. So what we want is attack and crit chance, maybe crit damage or speed. We would even probably like some HP and defense. They give us effectiveness here, which, can be okay. We can mod this out if it doesn't roll effectiveness, or we can find someone to put this on where they don't mind effectiveness, like for a hunt or for someone who has debuffs. On the chestplate, this is pretty great. You cannot get attack on a chestplate, so this health here is going to be perfect for us, and it has crit damage, which is very nice. On the helmet, we do see the same theme: attack, speed, crit chance, and then effectiveness. I mean, I hope it doesn't roll a bunch of effectiveness. Sometimes it does. If it's an upgrade to what we already have, then I think that would be okay. but otherwise it's going to be very difficult. On the necklace, you cannot get crit damage in a substat, so now we're looking at the same attack, speed, crit, and then we get some defense to roll in, and that will help with sort of a bruiser type build. Attack ring, we don't have attack subs, but we have effectiveness again. Oh, man, I really wish this were more like speed, defense. Effectiveness is a trap, but we'll see how it goes. And then boots. In the past, they've given us a lot of effectiveness and effect resist on our boots, so it's welcome that they have a lot of HP. That way it's easier to build a bruiser. What I really want here is I really want to avoid effectiveness. I don't know if you could tell, that's really what I want. So let's see how this goes. So our gear score here is a 7 plus a 7 is 14. We have around about a 7 or an 8. Let's just say 8, and that puts us at 22. And then speed worth 2, so that puts us at 32. Now what I like to do is I like to just roll some of my regular old gear to see what it goes into. What they did in the past is they upgraded the probability. So now we have a 1/5 probability that it'll roll any one of the substats between 5 and 9, which is really great. And we get a 7. So it's on the upper end, which is exactly what we want to see. But of course, we're like, hey, please don't roll effectiveness. And Smilegate's like, you know what they really need? They really need more effectiveness. I'm like, oh my gosh, dude. My dude, come on. Okay, 7 into attack. That's actually really good. So that gives us 14 more. We're at a 46. At a +6, I want to be around about a 48, which is really great. If I had rolled 2 8s here, right? So this would be, I'm 2 off. If this had been 15 15, I'd be right on track. But still a really good piece, a piece that we can probably really, really use. Now I do have some this old gear, level 71 gear. This is just embarrassing, but we can use it here. It'll take us to a +12. Let's see it. Okay. So we got a 4 and then a 4 again. That gives us a 13 into speed. That's great. So what we want at a +12 is we want a 60, and we're at a 62. So with 2 4-speed rolls, now that took us over the top, and we have a good solid piece of gear. If we don't get crit chance here, that's okay. I mean, I guess we could probably use a crit set, crit chance. So who could you use this on? Probably Carrot, probably ML Kawazu, probably, there's a lot of guys that want to be medium good speed. They probably have debuffs and they want to land some of these things. Let's go ahead and we're going to finish this out and see what we roll on our last. Oh, okay, there it is. +15. What did we get? We got, oh, it's not great, right? It's a +3 roll, so we end up at 68. What we want is a 66 at +15. So this is actually, it's an above average piece. Now, why do we want at least a 66? Well, when we're looking at level 85 gear, we want to have a level 55 gear score by +15. We typically see about 11 increase after reforge. So this piece right here is a 68, which means it's as good as a level 85 piece after it's been reforged, and it rolled really great into speed. Definitely a usable piece. Let's see the next one. Where is the next one? Here it is. Let's go helmet. Helmet's good, right? Let's go helmet. I might need some food pieces for all this gear after this. Okay. Wow. I hope it all rolls speed. That is pretty fantastic. So we have a 4 into speed that gives us a 9, and then we keep our 5 in a crit chance. So what did we start with here? We started with a 32. Again, this is a 32, and then it rolled up into a 40. Now we're a little bit behind. We want about a 42 at +3, but I don't like to judge that +3 roll too harshly. As long as it rolls pretty decent, I think we're in good shape. Let's take that one to the next +6. Okie doke. 13 into speed. I like it. I like it. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna quad roll speed. That could happen, right? That could totally happen. I'll quad roll speed. Why not? Let's go ahead. Oof. And let's put in this guy. Okay, here we go. +12. Okay. Not bad. So we get the +6 roll. It gives us a 13. Now we're at a 54 at +9, which is on track. Then we get a 3 roll. Not great, but not awful. That puts us at a 60 at +12. So very good. We're right on track again. We want to be about 11 higher than level 55 gear. That way we can account for that reforge. And of course, I mean, it's going to roll 20 in the speed, right? 4, 4, 4, 4. No, it didn't at all. But that still gives us a 64. We wanted to have a 66. So maybe if I would have gotten like a 9, yep, I needed 1 more percent into crit, and then that would have given me the score that I wanted. Now for this, I have effectiveness that I could mod out. You know what, to see who we put it on, but that we're not married to this effectiveness here. What is next? Let's go with the chestplate. +3 roll. Here we go. And we get another 4. Wow, this is this like you know, rigged? I don't want to say it's rigged, but it looks pretty rigged. We started with a Oh, we didn't. We started with something different this time, huh? We started with a 31. Because before we had a 7 up here in attack and a 7 into effectiveness. This is a 6 and a 7. So that gives us 31. Now we rolled a 4 into speed. Now we're at 39. Let's see what other goodness we can get out of this, huh? It'll be good. Seven into crit damage. I like it. I like it. I think 8 is the highest, so 7 is pretty good. Now we are at a 46 at +6, which is 2 less than we want to be, but still really great. Level 71 gear. It's pretty embarrassing. Let's go. Oh, goodness. 24 into crit damage. That gives us a 30. 30, wow. Oh, wow, that was all the way at +15. That took it to the top. That was amazing. See, this is exactly why I put the good and the great chance onto my lobby pet. Look at that. One piece of gear shot all the way up, and we maxed this one out. It rolled 1 time into speed, 4 times into crit damage for an average of 6, which is pretty good. This gives us a 63. Now again, we wanted to have a 66, but not too bad at all. That's just a couple less than we were hoping for. Amazing crit damage though. +30? Oof. Take that all day long. Let's go with the ring. I don't think I have any food. Oh, I do. +15 everywhere. Okie doke. So let's see what we have here. For this one, we are looking at 5 speed, 5 crit, 6 crit damage, and then we had a 7 into effectiveness for a total of 31. We rolled again, and we got exactly what we wanted, 100% what we wanted in in the effectiveness. I mean, who doesn't want more effectiveness? Now let's see what we can get out of the next pieces. There's that 9 again. We keep rolling a 4 into speed. I like it. I like it. At +6, we want to be at a 48, and we're currently at a 45. So that's looking pretty good. It is. Let's go ahead and we're gonna jump to plus 12 again. And we get a 5 crit chance, which is a max roll. So that's a 10, very nice. And then we get a 3 in speed. Ugh. I mean, it's not amazing, but it's pretty good. At plus 12, we won a 60 and we got a 58. So overall, I think this is, it's going pretty well. Nice, nice, nice. Can we finish it? Not yet. Here we go, 4 speed. 5. Okay, so pretty low roll onto crit damage. That gives us an 11 for a 63. We wanted to be at 66. We got 63. It's pretty close. Very usable piece. I think we have a necklace. Let's go, necklace. All right, max roll. Max roll. So we started with a 7 into attack. We started with a 7 into defense. 5 speed, 5 crit. So we started with a 32 again. And then now we have a max roll in defense, which gives us a 16. Now with our other gear, it doesn't really blend well together because we've rolled a lot of crit damage, we've rolled a lot of speed. We didn't really roll bruiser stats, but still we can put this on some heroes that will help them survive. Let's see what we can get at plus 6. We get a 9. Wow. I don't know if you can make that up. It rolled a 4 into speed on every piece? Okay. Smilegate, I'm watching you. Level 70, this is awful. That one's a 14 speed though. That's not too bad. Let's do this one. Okay. Plus 12. We got a 4 into speed. Very nice. Love that. And we got a max roll into crit. Whoa. Oh, it went to 15. Holy moly. Look at that. We got a 15. 2 max rolls right there. 2 max rolls. That's fantastic. This puts us at a 72. Oh man, that was good. That was really good. I mean, it didn't roll into attack. But still, this will give us a really amazing hero with high gear score. That's what we're after. Now the boots, honestly, I don't really want to roll the boots. I'm really only rolling it for you guys. I don't really care for attack-based boots, but they can be good if you have a hero that can utilize them. The problem is that most heroes want to be at like 200 speed, and it's hard to get into 200 speed when you're using attack set. But this has rolled really great into speed, so maybe it's not so bad. Let's go ahead and look at it. So we're starting with a 31. Once we have 7 and 6, we know that's going to be 31. All this gear started with a 31 or a 32 gear score. Let's go into our plus 3. A 3 speed. I see what they did there. They knew I was onto them. That's okay. I think what we want here is we want more speed. That'll really help us bridge that gap. We get a 15, or we get an 8, and it makes a 15 into health, and now we're at 45. We want to be at 48. So if I would have gotten a 4 here, that would have put us right where I wanted to be. That's okay. Still gonna roll amazing. Yeah, these boots, you know what I'm saying? Ugh. Great. We get, ooh, that's a 5 roll. Nice. You don't see the 5 roll very much because it only exists on epic gear level 85 or higher, and it's a super, super low roll at 85. But on level 88 gear, oh yeah, +5. Let's get that +12 roll. Wow. That was a 4. 17 speed on a pair of attack boots. Man, I'll take it. I wish this was a roll into crit chance here, but I will take that. We're at 63. We wanted to be at 60 even, so, you know, pretty good. We're above average now. Looks like they're going to make me roll a few more of these. Let's just do one of you. What do we even want here? We want crit chance, right? This is the one time where you're not like, give me speed. Crit chance. Min roll crit damage. I'll show you. We're going to bring you back down to earth. 67. 67. We could have been, if this would have been a 7, we could have been right at 70. That would have been amazing. We want 66. We got 67. Those are overall. And those are great. Those turned out fantastic. You guys really need to buy this gear. Once they improve the probability of that gear, really, really, really solid. Really solid. I think this set will also work really well in instances where you have a character that can combat boost or, combat readiness boost. In this case, you have something like a Politis. She only needs to have 170, 180 speed, and then she's going to be able to cut 240, 250. And so when we're looking at heroes that don't need a penetration set, heroes who can just use either a crit set or can use something like a hit set, then what we're seeing is that we get a very large amount of offensive capability on this type of hero while still being able to maintain the speed requirement on that CR boost. What we're seeing, I think, is when we need somebody with a penetration set, like let's say that it's someone like Melissa, or let's say it's even someone like Giselle. We want to use a penetration set because the S1 and the S3 are both single target. But because we're missing that extra amount of crit from crit set, that it makes it very difficult to build. What you need on this type of hero is you need a ton of crit chance, and we missed it by probably 1, maybe even 2 rolls. So what we're seeing is I have 21 crit chance onto the chest, and then I also have 18 crit chance onto the necklace. But when we rolled these, we rolled a 5, we rolled an 8. If I would have gotten another 5, maybe even another piece that had rolled better, what we need to see is 10 or more onto every one of these. And I just had too many that avoided crit chance to be able to use it in this capacity. I think that as we're looking at these heroes, especially with your attack set, if you're able to roll a 10 or more into those crit, then it's much wider open. You can put it on a hero that can use pen set because you're making up for crit onto your attack set. Once you need to incorporate more crit chance into your build, then it basically becomes impossible to use anything except for a crit chance offset if you want to have 100% crit chance. If you want to test this 50-50, feel free. Who knows? You might get lucky, but I guarantee there's going to be that one time where you really want to kill someone and then you're not able to. This set still rolled amazing. We can still use it on a lot of heroes, but I think that we're a little limited. Hopefully, the way you roll it is a little bit better, and then you have more options that are available to you. Something like a Carrot, something like an Emo Kawazu, they're going to do great. Look for heroes that have that combat readiness boost. That way you can build them at 200 speed or less and still cut the 250, 260 hero on your next turn. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you went out and bought this set because it rolled really fantastic, definitely worth the charms, and I recommend it. Until next time, happy hunting and good luck on your battles.